Welcome to my rusty garden. Corinne had asked about how I started gardening, so this was the very first beginnings of my garden. If you've seen this before, because I have put clips up before, I have no problem with you going past everything. Meet my new greenhouse. Hang on, I'll open the door and show you inside. Temporarily inside. See, there's all my vegetables growing. Keeping out of the bunny rabbits. That's all my seeds. And then the floor, we'll have all a floor of wood once we get it done. Not bad. Not bad at all. Good morning, afternoon, morning, afternoon. I'm trying to get some potting on done, and there's a bee that's like hanging out on my table with me, and he won't go away. Anyway, thought I'd show you my squash. I'll put it on the screen when I did this because I can't remember. I thought I'd written it on the back. But this is my Uchichikuri from Cheries. And this is a butterbush. Now I put these in at exactly the same time, obviously. I don't, put one thing in and then put another thing in. That one came up finally, and that one is yellow and don't even know if it's going to actually do anything. It doesn't look like it. It looks like it's dead. Anyway, I don't only need one anyway, but that's okay. Yeah, these ones here, I've got to get out of this pot for sure, but the same again, like 2 of them came up really quickly. This one's thinking about it. But yeah, they need potting on because I'm not putting them out yet. They're too small to put out for slugs. Come on, I'll show you what the slugs did to my tomatoes, just in case you thought I was exaggerating. Come on over and look at my slugs. Look at this. That was a tomato plant. They're chomping my peas to death, my pansies. This is a tomato plant. Look at the sticks. So I can't see slug trails though, so I'm totally floored. I'm gonna put my trail cam out. There's another one over there. Like, fudge. I think this year is gonna be an entire wash of stupidity. Anyway, those ones seem to be, fingers crossed, Manda, you just do this, look, see? Fingers crossed. Oops, I didn't even do it in the camera. There, la la la, fingers crossed. That they recover. I don't get it at all. But the ants populating all the little flower heads. Peonies, look at that one. That's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 6-headed peony. These ones are hot pink, I think, but they're full of ants. The ants open up the buds for the peonies. Lone daffodil left. It's March, no, it's not March, Allison, it's May. May the 9th. Yeah, so hopefully those will recover. I don't know, I've never had such a crappy year with slugs so early. The asparagus, I'm letting it go because this has only been here 1 year. Although it is 2-year-old asparagus, it's been moved. I don't think my onions have got anything in them, but they've got weird, funky, fat, round, anyway, whatever. Apple trees are doing fine. And that's not what I came out to show you. I came out to show you my tomatoes, didn't I? Most of them are doing okay. Purple beans, as always, do great. Everything else is being slugged. I'll put my flag up. I don't know if it's the right way around or not, but it's got caught and I'll have to fix it later. Let's go fix my flag. Fix my flag. Then I gotta empty those. Oh, come on, come on. There we go. Oh, wrong way around, Allison. Oh well, it'll blow the other way, hopefully. Gotta empty my slug traps out. We're gonna do a slug trap experiment. What we're gonna do is, while you're staring at everything, what we're gonna do is, oh, I gotta sneeze. Oh, itchy nose, kiss a fool. Uh-oh, copyright infringement on its way. We're gonna do beer. Come on, let's get outside. We're gonna do beer. The typical beer. I stole one off Gerald's. I buy it anyway, so it's fine. 1 beer. This is, can you see in there? Sugar and yeast only. Nothing else, no flour. So sugar and yeast, beer, and then I'll use my flour trap. And I'm going to put them all next to each other so that they're in a controlled area. And then see what eats what first. Anyway, I got to get started in the potting on. And then I got one other thing I'll show you in a minute. Whew, it's hot. It's muggy. It's cloudy, but it's muggy. Okay, let's see if you can see me like I can see you. Do you even want to see me like I can see you? There we go. Oh, hi. Oh, I don't normally drink beer, but the slugs can afford to save me some. Oh, yuck, that's freaking gross. Ugh, how does anybody drink that stuff? Okay, so, can I get this right? So I gotta get my phone out, so bear with me a sec. Make sure I say people's names right. My apologies, I'll be with you in 2 seconds. And I'm not being rude and looking at my phone messages. I'm looking at my subscription lists. All. Because you all know I got a million of them, right? Okay, so. Okay. That's not it. Let's try the. Whenever I mention anybody, I always put them in my lists anyway. And I don't know if anybody knows, if I've got a new channel I'm watching, I always put it in the notes. So always check there, even if you don't do anything else, right? You might not find anything you want to talk to me about, but you might find a new channel you want. I'm getting there. R-S-T. T. No. There we go. Okay, here we come. Okay. Let's open that. Is it open? There we go. It is the English Ladies Kitchen Garden, and that's Cherie and Tony. Tony's not a gardener, but he loves his trains. But he's always, like Gerald, a nice little helper to have around. Anyway, Cherie and I were talking about seeds and the expiry date the expiry dates so she sent me a whole bunch of seeds. Now these seeds are all from 2002. Yes, 2002. They're all flower seeds, and I said to her, well, maybe flower seeds are different than vegetable seeds and they last a bit longer. You know, I have a list, by the way, of how long seeds are supposed to last. We'll debate that another time. So anyway, so they are, I won't even show them to you because I don't have pictures, but I'll try and get pictures and put them on the screen later. Nolana Snowbird, Petunia Glistening Pearl, which is an F1 apparently, Marigold African Perfection, Helichrysum Tall mixed, not to be, you know, mixed up with the short mix, Petunia Multiflora, Ageratium Blue Mist, Geranium Vista Pale Salmon, ooh, and Lobelia String of Pearls. No comment. I'll sow all these May the 9th. It is May, right? May the 9th, and we'll see how they do, see if anything germinates. Plus, I've got a few other pilly things to do. I potted on my 9-star broccoli. Potted on, I'll turn you around, potted on all of my squash. I'm not putting them out just yet. Potted on my 9-star broccoli, and I'm very proud of myself. I didn't kill anything. What else did I do today? Filled up my slug traps and did our test for that. It's all about the experiments today, apparently. Yeah, that's about it. Still got beans coming up where we're not even gonna go there. Germination, the worldwide germination conspiracy is on. Anyway, so I'll get these done. I'll come back to you about it. Okay, so I think we've got solar panels up there. So I can get, it's on a, I'll show you. It's on a piece of wood, piece of 2x4. Because, okay, I won't show you. Maybe I could do it that way. Can you see? Because if I have to move it, I don't want to have to unhook it from the wall. So, brilliant Allison that I am, I put it up there and I can take it down and move it anytime I need to. It's working. It's dripping all the way around to the far side, which is good. The only problem is I had to buy more hose because I want it up high, right? Curly hose. This thing's not heavy enough, even though it's got some little stones, and it's not heavy enough to drop into the bottom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to feed the whole thing through this and hopefully drop this in the bottom. We'll see. Hang on. Okay, so that seems to have worked. It's gone down to the bottom. It'll keep the filter off the ground as well. So far so good. It's on timer. 20 minutes every 12 hours. So we'll see if it works. What's the worst that can happen? I've wasted $50. Wouldn't be the first time, trust me. Did anybody notice that I put the thing in without going through the hole in the side? So now I got to take the bottom off again. Oh, idiot. Whew. Okay. I think it's the 12th, but it's Monday, whatever day it is. So we went to get some more manure because I need some for Giant Ginny. And these pots here, we put my squash in. It's where I grew them last year. So some of them go in here, some of the smaller bush varieties, and then the regular ones will go in one of the beds over there, and I'll let them crawl around. Oh, come look at this. My peony opened. Sorry, I just noticed it now. Oh, look at that. Isn't she pretty? Now, she's not the peony I bought. She's not the one that she's supposed to look like those ice cream tulips where they're white in the middle. But she's pretty enough that I'll not complain about it too much. And then those ones are covered in ants and they should open any day now. Anyway, back to work. Back to what I was showing you. Melon. What was I showing you? Oh, the buckets, right. So I'll fill these buckets up with the compost. Now, once this table's empty, this is where I grew my squashes last year. Once the table's empty and all the seed trays are moved onto where they're supposed to be, which should be anytime soon, squashes will go in these pots. Certainly keeps them away from the bloody slugs, doesn't it? Anyway, gotta go to work. Anyway, what I was gonna tell you was, these cost us about $8 Canadian for an entire bucket, which fills up my wheelbarrow. So that's not too bad a price for nice manure. Now, because I need more space on the table, I am looking at putting some of the sunflowers out. But I'm quite surprised because I thought they would be huge. This is one of Linda's pink and blue, and it's already, well, that one's not flowering, but, oh, maybe, oh, that one, I think that one is. That one definitely is, and that one is a mystery. These are Ruby Eclipse, and they're flowering. So I'm quite shocked by all of this. This one's flowering. This is a Sunrich Lime. I'm gonna get these mini sunflowers. Anyway, that's pink and blue from Linda. That's a mystery from Linda. This is one of the mystery ones from Linda, and it's quite tall compared to the rest of them. Where's the other one from Linda? Purple sunflower from Linda. That's that one. Yeah, they're only about a foot tall. I'm quite surprised by that, and I'm afraid to put them out. I'm afraid, be very afraid. These are Harlequins from Cheries. And then I've got all these other ones over here that need moving, but I need the space to put the big pots on, so we're trying to decide. I might just put them inside there. Anyway, talking to myself as usual. So that's the update on my sunflowers. They're all doing very, very well, Linda. All those little black things. It's the beetles, Paul, George, Ringo, and some spares. I moved a bucket. Buggers. Anyway, I put the squash in the pots. They don't look happy, but they're a little wilty. So it's Golden Summer, Butterbush, and mashed potato. That one's empty still. I need a bit more dirt in it. But I've also put in some Canterbury Bells from Elaine, some Cosmos from Jimmy. These are short ones, but I'll pinch them out anyway when they get a bit more settled down. And what else did we put in here? That's a Golden Summer squash. Those are lupin zinnias. Yeah, lupin zinnias. I've potted up your hollyhocks, Elaine. Hopefully they'll be happier in a bigger pot. What else have I done today? Sorted out where squashes are and other squashes are not, and which ones are going in the ground, but not today, so I just gave them a water. And yeah, marigolds are finally coming up, but slower than molasses. Loads of teddy bear sunflowers to go in the ground. I've just been shoving them in every pot I can find. They're doing much happier. These ones were the same as the little tiny ones. They're doing much happier now. They're in bigger pots. Those are my funky strawberries. Cherry berry and something else berry. What else have we got? Shawn's Cracker Jack. Marigolds are finally coming up. Everything is so slow this year. I have no idea what's wrong with it. These are a golden. I've got the label in the house somewhere. They're like a zucchini. Got to find a spot for them. And whew, and I've used up two big. It's amazing how fast you can use up poop. 2 big wheelbarrows full of poop. But it's clouding over, which is good. We're supposed to get, they keep saying we're getting rain, but we don't get rain. And then it spits, and I'm like, woohoo, it's raining. And then it rains for like 2 minutes. I've put all the sunflowers in here on the table because I'm going to hopefully get them out. I've got more flowers here to get in the ground. I'm just shoving them wherever there's an inch of ground, I'm shoving them in. So that's what we're doing. And I'm watering everything with garlic water to see if I can keep the rodent population away from everything. It's got to be mice because there's holes under the ground, but not only that, this is just beer, and I don't have a single slug in there. Just beer, no slugs. So, and my peas are being chomped to death, so it's got to be mice. Anyway, one can only do so much, and then we just drink. Have a great day. Bye. Garlic water stinks to high heaven when it's been soaking for a while, but tends to keep things away from the garden. So I've been told. So I've been using it for a while, just not a lot this season. So I'm gonna start pouring that on